Hey guys, wanted to bring you another update. We got some spawn points from a user in the Discord, and I think they go by the name Bash K. I probably butchered that. But anyways, I'm inside the Arwood Vault here, so I kind of wanted to show that. Now, I made some changes to the way things respawn, so we can now sort of set the respawn time for monsters, so we can change them based on the spawn generator, which is nice because in the vault the monsters should stay dead much longer than outdoors, or at least that's the way it's kind of set up. So right now they have a 2 to 3 minute respawn time inside the vault, whereas outdoors they're 1 minute to 2 minutes, just so people can test their classes out and everything. So I'm on the ritualist here, and this guy is seeing me, and we got the judge down there. So I haven't actually run through this before, so just kind of reviewing the spawns, making sure they work and everything. So we're seeing this together for the first time. And I got some abilities. It's just a deal. And they think there's too many of them here. They're gonna kill me. So let me just smite them. Almighty smiter. Sorry, gentlemen. Hello? Tab, thank you. I apologize, my friends. And right now the respawn timer for the Vault Keeper on the inside is set to 60 seconds. So his respawn time is a little faster than the judges out here. And of course our physics system and all that is, as you can see there, he portaled from down there to up here. Not really where we want it to be. In fact, it's non-existent, as I've stated before. Like, there's no gravity on the server, there's no collision detection. So this guy, yeah, you see he portaled down there because basically the server kept moving him this way through here, even though the client knows he can't move through the walls and the railings. So we're kind of, the client does a little bit of magic for us. For example, it interpolated his movement like this and around, but truly what happened on the server, from the server's view, is he just went straight through. He just made a beeline straight to me. And again, the client's smarter than the server, so it makes some of those little fancy changes for us, which is cool. We would like the server to be able to do those things as well. I've looked around at the cell mesh data and things like that to try and understand how the collision, where that information is, the collision boundaries, etc., so that we can sort of try and implement it into the movement of the AI on the server. However, I've not had any success fully deciphering it. It looks like hieroglyphics to me. It's all in, it might as well be in ones and zeros, truthfully. So hopefully someone can sort of do that. Once I know how to grab the collision information, then I can start trying to write code that then runs detection for those collisions. It's not a complicated topic. You basically just want to see if the collision points on the moving object intersect with the collision points or boundaries on a static object, so that, like, if the drudge goes like this to get to the player, the server knows, oh, this drudge is colliding with this static wall. And unfortunately, this wall, the information for the collision on the wall, I'm assuming is inside the environmental mesh information. Because what I mean by that is, for example, if I print out all the visible objects to my player right now, oh, I guess I don't have the code on this branch, sorry. But if I were to do that, you would see there's no, the server is not sending or storing for the player data for the wall, meaning that it will send data for this drudge, and if these barrels are some sort of other object that's static, it will tell the player, hey, there's a barrel there, but it's not necessarily telling the player, hey, there's a wall there, if you catch what I'm saying. That's more like the client knows its environment, the sort of the cell that it's in, and the client is given the information about the cell, and so it can render this, and it's on the cell mesh, or in the cell mesh is the information for the collisions with the wall. And so getting that information is, I don't know how to. So here's the vault vestibule, and we should see the keeper inside. Now we have some other portals that were added as well. There's the keeper. And you saw he just kind of popped into existence there. But there he is. Now, we're not checking if you've killed him to go into the vault at the moment. So if you make it this far, you will transition into the vault. And if you bypass him, that is. And once you're inside, you can come on down towards the shard, and of course you can activate the shard and watch the movie. Now I won't do that here because it will play through the whole thing and there's no way to exit out of that functionality. I'm not quite sure how to allow that. There might be a flag that I have to set. I can't remember if you could exit out of these on live or if you had to watch the whole thing. Now, as I said, we've added some other bits of some other locations. So obviously the Esper Vault is also functional, and so is the... Oh, that's right, I'm not outside. Okay, let me portal myself out of here. I'm just going to do what I know is pretty much Arwick by now. There we go. Now I can sort of find myself on the map. There I am. Alright, and I want to find, let's test another one of the vaults here. Let's go to the Lost Wish Vault and just check out the mobs in there. So, and again, I haven't been in here, so I don't know, and I can't remember if I set this vault up to work. I think I did, so let's find out. Let me give myself the Lost Wish Vault glyph and spawn it. Should work. Fingers crossed. If we crash, it means I need to know. Okay, so this one is working. All these vaults I have to set up. So I think I've only set up the first 3 and their spawn date on those. Now I just got hit by something. I'm assuming it's something, yeah. So he fell through from up there, which is really amazing. So that's that whole sort of pathing issue. It's interesting though, because technically when I portal in here, I shouldn't even be within his visible... this cell, I'm assuming, is not visible to that one. So what I mean by that is in the data files, it's probably flagged as not a visible cell. So how he picked up on me being in his aggro is beyond me. So here we've got a couple guys chilling, looking good. If we want to just pick a fight with them. Got a Drudge Outcast coming to meet us here. We got a couple down there just chilling, looking good, guys. Oh, you got some radius on you. We're just going to leave now. And again, so you see there how that guy is falling. That's because the client knows that in that position there, he's not on the ground, so it will drop him. But what the server is doing is the server is making straight beeline for me. If you see this guy down here, he's making a beeline and he's coming. Yeah, you see how he's flying? So he's making a straight, and he'll appear right up here if I stay here long enough. The client will eventually render him as right beside me. Well, if he gets above the floor. What he's doing is he's actually right below the floor underneath me. I can't exactly show it here, but he's literally like under the floor beneath me attacking me. And again, that's because the server, yep, and there he goes. You see how he magically appeared up there. So I mean, I have a pretty good understanding of what's happening. I just lack the knowledge to fix it. And I'm going to just speed up myself here. And I think if you jump off here, because the server, again, doesn't check, you know, gravity and all that, the client does that. Sorry, yawning. If you jump off here, I'm not entirely certain what will happen to you. I'm assuming you technically keep falling until you hit what is probably a boundary on the map far down below. But normally on retail, what would have probably happened is you either died or portaled out because the server could tell that you were no longer on solid ground and never would be. So that looks all pretty good as far as the spawns go. Get out of there. You got an army coming on us on the radar. Okay, cool. We are out, and we should see, there should be a keeper here as well. Let's see. Yeah, there he is. Perfect. Excellent. And then we can go in there, of course, and once again play the alt cinematic, so I'm not going to do that. Right now, we don't give experience when the alts are completed. That's something that we will have to do. Not really a priority at the moment. Oh, it looks like the stone itself is missing, so we'll have to get that included, because you will not be able to use it. I'll have to, yeah. Okay, no worries. Well, that's what we're doing this for. So the other area I wanted to kind of show you guys was, I just wanted to show you like another edition, you know. Oh, that's right. I portaled here. Cool. That's the beach is nice. I like the beach. It's beautiful, even for being from 2000. I mean, there are games today that just don't achieve this level of aesthetic beauty in their environments. And obviously with the music, it just, take it away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. Alright, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys that we got added, and this was thanks to Kazray. He's gone ahead and added some more portal locations for us. But we have things like the old Crackstone excavation site now. We have the gauntlet added. So, and there you go. So there's that one. And if I remember correctly, wasn't the gauntlet down here? Yeah, let me see if the portal, we added the portal, or at least it should be there. Isn't this the gauntlet portal area? Maybe not. What is this here? Old Crackstone. Ruins of Old Crackstone. Yeah, I can't remember. Well, we can at least go in here. Here we are inside, folks. Taking you back down memory lane. Now, there's probably some videos of this place, so people could, you know, watch them and repopulate this area pretty easily. And then you could have the old Crackstone site populated, and you can come here if you want and kill some stuff. Of course, trying to get loot working is definitely something we would like to do so that the game can be a little more enjoyable. Because the loot right now is all just, you know, random. But, yeah. So there's that. I don't know if there's any more spawning in here. There's something. That's right, I remember you come all the way through here. But I don't think there was a portal out once you get down here. There's like quest stuff. You get like fragments or something, Crackstone seals, or I can't remember what. It's so long. Oh, there is a portal. There you go. Old Crackstone Library. Look at that. I guess I vaguely, very vaguely remember this portal, but I don't remember what was in here. Probably stuff that we haven't put in, or maybe. Gosh. Wasn't there like a chest in here or something? Maybe not. Wow, talk about trip down memory lane. My goodness. It's just crazy. What a travesty that I just abandoned this game. Just really just... There are no words. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. I wonder what kind of creature this was. This thing is huge. This wasn't a tyrant, was it? What do you guys think this was? Wow, I don't ever remember paying attention. This looks like bone, like the spine. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just rock. Probably just rock. But I don't know. It looks like marrow and bone. Just some massive beast that collapsed. Well, I don't know. See, isn't that a skull over there? Right there? That's a... right? Those are eyes? What the hell? Maybe I'm wrong, but... oh my goodness. Is there a name for this? This is just... no, it's just the Cragstone X. Yeah, this looks like it, you know... like it was some sort of giant beast. Yeah, look at that. Wow. I didn't know something like that existed in the AC2 lore. That's awesome, though. Too bad we never got to find out, right? Gosh, think about the things that could have been. What a damn shame. Well, you know, we'll just keep moving this project along until someone dumps the server code on us one of these days. Maybe. Out of just some anonymous person, just send us the server code files. We will graciously take them from you, and at least we can then keep this game around in some form. You know, even if we can never make more content for it. At least the world would live. And people could come visit and play. Alright, well, that's all I got for you guys right now. So, more vaults added, more spawns, more portals, just adding little content bits here to fill out the world. Major issues right now that, you know, need to be worked at some more. Obviously, the combat crashing thing that required that rework is going up on the server hopefully later today. All these new portals and things like that should be up later today. There is an issue with equipping items, offhands, bows, things like that. I am aware of it. I have to go back and redesign that just a little bit now that I understand better how Turbine designed their equipment system. And once that's sort of in place, there's, you know, several different routes that I could spend my time. I could either try and get loot going. Like I said, it's a very, very challenging process. There's plenty of effects that don't have any processing going on right now. So as you know, there's knockback effects, there's reaps, and so many other things that we're not handling. The stuns don't seem to work the way they're intended to at the moment, so I have to go back and look at that. So there's that whole system there. There is all the quests, right? There's no quests. You know, the quest data, there's some quest handling going on, obviously, because you can do some of the quests, but the issue is there's no testing on kill quests. There's no testing on loot drops, right? Because the loot system is in place, which is why I think getting some form of loot in place with some basic loot tables so that we can start populating drops for quest items, because then at least people can, even if there's not really any other items, we can at least get people to be able to do some quests and just kind of have fun that way. And I might do that. I might just rig up a very basic loot system that just for the time being forgoes generating random items, but at least can provide quest items. And so that'll probably require us to create a back-end loot table on the database so that those mobs, when they die, can sort of tap into that in some way to see if they should drop that particular item. You know, trophies and quest items should be doable. Generating random item drops with buffs and effects and, you know, things like that, that's a little bit more challenging. And then, for example, like miras and gems and things like that, those were probably something that were in some global miscellaneous table that any mob could sort of tap into and had a very low percent chance to drop. And there's chests and other things like that. So a lot of things to be done. Anyways, like I said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little update. And yeah, if you have the server code, feel free to dump it on us. Otherwise, we'll keep chugging away. All right, see you in the next video, guys.